This is Gus Ulenbeek, and you're listening to the Fulham Focus podcast.
Hello, welcome to Quiz Night here at Fulham Focus. My name's Matt Boisclair, and I'm your quiz master for the evening. I hope you're keeping safe, and if you're in the UK, I hope you're getting through the second phase of lockdown nice and easily. If you're listening sometime in the future, did Fulham stay up? Let us know. We've got 4 Focus podders fighting it out for quiz bragging rights this evening. Contestant number 1 is Morgs, 36 from Heathrow. And as the oldest contestant, he'll be looking to teach the youngsters a lesson. Have you been swassing up, mate?
No, I don't need to. I'm old and experienced, and therefore I'm all knowledgeable.
I want to see if that comes back to bite you on the backside at the end. Contestant number 2 is Will, 17 from Epsom. Have you calmed down from your seething review of Ademola Lookman on the show the other day yet, mate?
I'll tell you what, it still haunts me, that penalty. I don't think I'm ever going to forget that. That was absolutely ridiculous. But hopefully getting a win today will be better than something that Fulham will do most of the season. So, yeah, let's go for that.
Confident. I admire your style. All right, contestant number 3 is the self-professed Yorkshire stripper himself. It's Ben, 23 from Scarborough. How's sunny Scarborough this November, mate?
It's cold as in the summer, to be honest. All I care about tonight is beating Will. Anything else is a bonus. As long as I beat Will.
Fighting talk. Love it, love it. All right, and last but no means least, contestant number 4 is Baldo, 28 from Aldershot. And don't worry, folks, if there are any incidents that need to be referred to VAR, I've got Baldo's dissertation from university on my desk right here, which will, of course, help to clear up any contentious issues as the evening unfolds. Good evening, mate.
I'll have you know that dissertation got a 2-1. It was a brilliant dissertation, so I'm glad you managed to dig it out.
Anyway, all right, lads. So it's 5 rounds of 5 questions. Each round is on a different Fulham-related topic. Some questions are worth 1 point, some are worth multiple points, with the winner at the end crowned the Fulham Focus quiz champion until we find time to do the next one later in the season. So let's begin.
Fulham.
Right, lads. So round number 1 is called promotions. Promotions. So question number 1. Fulham have won promotion twice via the playoffs in the past 3 seasons. But in which final did we have the higher percentage of possession? Was it against Aston Villa, Brentford, or did we have the same possession in both games? Fulham have won promotion twice via the playoffs in the past 3 seasons, but in which final did we have the higher percentage of possession? Was it against Villa, Brentford, or did we have the same possession in both games? Question number 2. Alexander Mitrovic signed for Fulham in the January transfer window in 2018. How many games did it take him to score his first goal for the club? So Mitro signed for Fulham in January 2018. How many games did it take him to get his first goal?
Can I just ask, Matt, are you including substitute appearances?
Yep, substitute appearances. How many games did it take him to score? All right, question number 3. In 1996-97, Mickey Adams guided the club out of the basement division. Who is the club's top scorer that season?
Hang on, I'm trying to work the maths out. Would Ben have been around that time?
I was born June 97.
Oh,
No,
he
weren't.
he wouldn't. He wasn't even conceived in celebration.
It's conceived mid-season. So June, that would have been what, about September sort of time, just as we started winning, really.
Oh yeah, celebration.
Fair play, Daddy R. I know he listens, so good evening, good morning.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4. Fulham were promoted from the old Division 2 as champions in 1998-99 under Kevin Keegan, and were then promoted to the Premiership as Division 1 champions in 2000-2001 under Jean Tigana. Both seasons we amassed the same number of points. How many points did we end up with both seasons? So I'm not asking you to do any adding up or anything. Just when we were promoted under Kevin Keegan and when we were promoted under Tigana, we had the same amount of points during those promotion seasons. What number of points did we get?
Lots.
Lots and lots. Those were the days. All right. And the last question of this round, question number 5. What distance did FulhamFC.com report Joe Bryan's playoff final free kick as in their match report of the game? Was it 35 yards, 38 yards, or 40 yards?
Oh, you bastard.
So, in FulhamFC.com's match report of the playoff final, how far out did they say Joe Bryan's first goal was? 35, 38, or 40 yards? Okay. Are we ready for some answers? So, question number 1. Fulham have won promotion twice via the playoffs in the past 3 seasons, but in which final did we have the higher percentage of possession? Was it against Villa, Brentford, or did we have the same possession in both games? Baldo, what did you go for?
I'm thinking Brentford.
Okie doke. All right, Ben, what did you go for, mate?
I had Tim Baldo. I went for Brentford.
Okay. Will?
Yeah, I went for Brentford as well.
Okay, and Morgs?
Full house, Brentford.
All of you are wrong then, because it was the same. It was 51%.
Oh, my line of thought was that Aston Villa would have had so much of the ball when we were down to 10 men, and they would just we would just been hoofing it away. Oh,
that was my thinking as well. Just because I thought we're under the cosh for quite a long time in the
We had
second half.
70% of possession before that, though, didn't we? So
Yeah, we must
There
have
you
done.
yeah.
Right. Okay, question number 2. Mitro signed for Fulham in January 2018. How many games did it take him to score his first goal for the club? Ben?
I went for 3, including substitute appearances. 3.
Okay, Morgs?
2.
Will?
4.
And Baldo?
yeah, 4. So in his 4th.
So he played against Nottingham Forest at home as a substitute. Then he came on as a sub away at Bolton. Then he played against Villa at home. Then he scored in his 4th against Bristol City away. So points to Will and Baldo. Well done, lads.
Didn't realise it was shit at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't think that's a word you can use to describe that man, to be fair. Not back then anyway. Or now. Right, question number 3. In 96-97, Mickey Adams guided the club out of the basement division. Who was the club's top scorer that season? And I'm going to go to Baldo first.
I'm just plucking a name out of Fulham history and hoping it's right. Paul Conroy.
All right, Ben?
Yeah, I'm going for Sean Davies just because I've heard of him.
And Will?
Yeah, I went Sean Davis as well. That's the only player I could even think of.
What's the right answer, Morgs?
Super Mick, super Mick, super Mick, super Mickey Conroy.
Oh, you bastard.
It's Paul's brother.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Okay, Fulham were promoted from the old Division 2 as champions in 98-99 under Keegan, were then promoted to the Premiership as Division 1 champions in 2000-2001 under Tigana. Both seasons, we had the same amount of points. How many points did we end up with in both seasons? Will?
I went 97, but it sounds quite high. I don't know.
All right. And Baldo?
Was it 102?
And Ben?
I went for 97.
And Morgs?
I've got with the Dalmatians, 101.
Correct. Point to Morgs. It was 101 points. But
You're too old, Morgan.
I am too old. Yeah. Most of the girls on Tinder say that. I should really change my age range.
Most of the boys do.
I'm keeping quiet.
Boys don't care.
All right, question number 5. What distance did FulhamFC.com report Joe Bryan's playoff final free kick as in their match report of the game? 35, 38, or 40 yards? Morgs?
I've gone with 40.
Ben?
38.
Okay. Will?
38.
And Baldo?
This ticked me off because my first thought was 39, so I had to pick between the latter 2 options. But I've gone for 38.
Well, it was 40, so
Hey.
point to Morg. Right, so that's the end of the first round then, and the scores on the doors are Morgs is in the lead with 3 points, Will has 1 point, Baldo has 1 point, and Ben is yet to get off the mark. So you've got it all to do, mate, in round 2. And round 2 is on kits. Okay? Kits. So, question number 6. Rodney McAree famously scored the winning goal against promotion rivals Carlisle in April 1997. But what colour socks were the Fulham team wearing that day? And I had to look this up, and I'd have got it wrong. What colour socks were Fulham wearing when Rodney McAree put the ball in the Carlisle net? Pick a colour. All right. Question number 7. Edwin van der Sar once saved 2 penalties in one match at Craven Cottage against Aston Villa, and Lee Clark fired home a last-minute equaliser to win us an unlikely point. Who were Fulham's kit sponsor that season? Van der Sar once saved 2 penalties in one match at Craven Cottage against Aston Villa, and Lee Clark got the equaliser in the last minute to get us an unlikely point. Who were Fulham's kit sponsor?
You mean the one on the front, like the GMBs or Adidas?
Yeah,
kind
the
of
sponsor, not the supplier.
No, the blokes who
okay,
supplied the shoes that season.
The bloke that what?
The blokes who supplied the shoes. That's what he meant more.
Oh dear. It's good to clarify. All right, question number 8. In what year was the current Fulham crest or badge launched? In what year was the current Fulham crest or badge, if you like, launched? Funny, I get some blank looks from you guys' faces, and when I was writing these, I thought these are too easy, but I'm glad they're not. Although people listening at home might say these are too easy, but I can't hear you, so whatever.
It's only easy if you know the answer.
Very true. Very true.
Or if you're born. Well.
Yeah, that is true. All right. Since question number 9. Since the new millennium, Adidas have provided the Fulham kit for more seasons than any other kit manufacturer. For how many seasons since the year 2000 have Adidas made the Fulham kits?
And the options are?
The options are any number. Just pick a number, mate. Probably between, 1 and 21? Considering we're in 2021. So since the new millennium... No, we're not. 1 and 20. Oh, Jesus, I'm getting ahead. I can't wait to see the back of this year, clearly. 2020. Jesus, yeah. Between 1 and 20 then, mate. There are your options. So since the new millennium, Adidas have provided our kit for more seasons than any other kit manufacturer. For how many seasons since 2000 have Adidas made our kits? Okay. And question number 10. In our ill-fated Premier League campaign 2 seasons ago, what colour was our away kit? And for a bonus point, what colour was the sponsor logo? In our ill-fated Premier League campaign 2 seasons ago, what colour was our away kit? And for a bonus point, what colour was the sponsor logo? So again, the one across the middle of the chest or stomach, whatever you want to say.
This is going to really kick me because I'm colourblind.
Are you?
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Presumably you can read, though.
Yes, I can, but it's just differentiating the colours. That's the only bad bit.
If I'd have known that, I'd have done them all on colour.
And I wouldn't have blamed you.
Know that for next time. All right. Okay, let's do some answers then, guys. So question number 6 was Rodney McAree famously scored the winning goal against promotion rivals Carlisle in April 97. But what colour socks were the Fulham team wearing that day? Baldo.
Blue.
Ben.
Yellow.
Will.
Orange.
Morgs.
I've gone white.
That's the most sensible answer, but it was actually black.
Oh, I was going white or black. Then I thought black would have been the obvious one.
Yeah. Black shorts, black socks, white shirt.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Question number 7. Edwin van der Sar once saved 2 penalties in one match at Craven Cottage against Villa. Then Lee Clark got the equaliser in the last minute to get us a point. Who were Fulham's kit sponsor that season? Ben?
I think this is around the right time. I've gone Demon.
Oh, okay. Will?
I said LG, but I think that's too late.
Morgs.
I've gone dabs.com.
And Baldo?
One of the worst companies I've had the business of having business with, it's dabs.com.
Well done, mate. That's a point for you for dabs.com. It was the 2004-2005 season and a point for Morgs. Well done, lads. Question number 8. In what year was the current Fulham crest launched? And I'll come to you first, Ben.
2001.
Will.
1998.
Morgs.
I've gone 2001 as well.
And Baldo.
2002.
So it was 2001. It was the year we were promoted to the Premier League or Premiership. So Ben is off the mark. Well done, mate. Well played.
Just remember the story of the guy who got the old crest tattooed on him just before, and Alfire paid for him to have it removed or changed.
He's a good mate of mine, Andy Arnott. Yeah, he had it on his back, and he used to walk around with that crest out wherever he went, so he'd get asked about it. And then they changed the crest, and so he ended up actually. The "We're Not Real Madrid" song that we play at the beginning of our Focus intros. He played the drums on that. And also his tattoo was on the front of the CD cover as well. Yeah, and Alfire gave him a free season ticket for his troubles. So nice. he was an absolute character, that guy.
Was that because we got promoted to the Premier League and we couldn't have the council badge, or was that a myth?
It was something to do with the council, but I don't think we changed it because we got to the Premier League. But I think it was a branding thing. I mean,
I think he was saying it was more recognisable if with a clean badge. It was a little bit clustered.
Yeah. All right, let's move on then. Question number 9. Since the new millennium, Adidas have provided our kit for more seasons than any other kit manufacturer. For how many seasons since 2000 have Adidas made our kits? Baldo.
I've gone for 10.
Ben.
11.
Will.
13.
And Morgs?
I've gone for 13 as well.
Point to Ben. Well done, mate. Adidas have made our kits 11 times. Puma, Nike and Kappa have made them 3 times apiece. And Airness made that horrible kit once.
I like that Airness kit, but if you ever wore it, it was like wearing sort of, spikes, if you ever sort of got warm in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never worn spikes, mate, but whatever you get up to in the confines of your own home is up to you. All right.
It's not in my home, all right? I go to a special place for that.
Oh, dear. All right, question number 10. In our ill-fated Premier League campaign 2 seasons ago, what colour was our away kit? And for a bonus point, what colour was the sponsor logo? Baldo, I'll come to you first on this one.
Purple and yellow. Again, this colourblind, just give you a little bit of leeway on that.
Stop the excuses.
I mean, the legendary purple kit. What do you want about? Honestly. All right, and what about you, Will? What have you gone for?
I've gone for dark blue and yellow.
Okay, so that's 2 points to you. You can have a point for yellow, Baldo. Ben?
I've gone blue and yellow.
Yeah, 2 points to you. Morgs?
I've gone blue and yellow.
Well done, mate. Well done. Right, at the end of round 2, Morgs is on 7 points. Ben is on 4 points. Will is on 3 points. And Baldo is also on 3 points. All to play for going into round 3, which is entitled The Current Fulham Squad. Okay, so question number 11. Who is the youngest member of our current 25-man squad? Who is the youngest member of our current 25-man squad? And I can tell you now that he was born the day before Fulham lost 2-0 away at Watford, a month after Mickey Adams had been sacked, and 5 days before Pesh scored on his debut for the club.
Was that
Not
before
that
Will was born?
That was... Actually, it was before Will was born, but it was shortly after you were born. So we're talking the 20th of October, 1997, this guy was born. Not that that's going to help you unless you've got a photographic memory and you've looked all the players up previously. So the youngest member of our squad. All right. Question number 12. Midway through the 2018-19 Premier League disaster, Tom Kearney became a father for the first time. What's his son's name? What is Tom Kearney's son's name? It's one of my favourite ones coming up. I enjoyed writing this one. Question number 13. Tashin Adarabayo signed for Fulham from Man City in October this year. Spell Adarabayo. Spell Adarabayo. I mean, most of us struggled to pronounce it when he first joined, let alone spell it.
Well, it's called Toshin.
Anyway. Yeah. All right. Going on to question number 14 now. Right, you've got to pay attention to this one. Take Abubakar Kamara's shirt number, subtract Michael Hector's shirt number, divide by the number of Premier League goals Bobby Reid has scored for Fulham this season, and add this number to the year that Neeskens Cabano signed for the club. What number have you got? So I'm going to repeat that. So take Abubakar Kamara's shirt number, subtract Michael Hector's shirt number, divide by the number of Premier League goals Bobby Reid has scored for Fulham this season, and add this number to the year that Neeskens Cabano signed for Fulham. What number have you got? All right. Question number 15, the last one of this round. Joachim Andersen is currently on loan from Lyon, and Ola Aina is currently on loan from Torino. But according to WhoScored.com, who made more league starts for their parent club last season, Andersen or Aina? Joachim Andersen is currently on loan from Lyon, and Ola Aina is currently on loan from Torino. But according to WhoScored.com, who made more league starts for their parent club last season, Andersen or Aina? Okay, ready for some answers?
Yeah.
All right, so question number 11. Who is the youngest member of our current 25-man squad? Baldo.
Is that Pratt Luckman?
Let's see. Ben?
I think I've messed myself up here because he's in a question later on, but I've gone Adarabayo.
Okay. Will?
I've gone for Lookman as well.
And Morgs?
I went for Anthony Robinson.
It is Ademola Lookman.
Ah.
As I said, born on the 20th of October, 1997, 5 days before Paul Pesky-Soliday scored on his debut for the club. Question number 12. Midway through the 2018-19 Premier League disaster, Tom Kearney became a father for the first time. What is his son's name? Morgs.
Aubrey.
Well done. Will?
Aubrey.
Ben?
I've gone Harper.
and Baldo?
I've gone for Oliver.
Lovely stuff. It is Aubrey. So points to Will and Morgs. Well done. God, this one's going to be a nightmare. Right. So I'm just going to read this out and then you can tell me if you've got the point or not. You've got to be honest, though. So Tashin Adarabayo signed for Fulham from Man City in October this year. Spell Adarabayo. It is Adarabayo.
On the money.
Oh my! How have I done that?
Okay, so Will's got a point. Sounds like Baldo's got a point. Ben?
Nowhere near.
And Morgs?
I'm just going to say he spelled his own name wrong.
And leave it at that. All right, well done. Thanks, boys. Appreciate your honesty. Right. Question number 14. Take Abubakar Kamara's shirt number, subtract Michael Hector's shirt number, divide by the number of Premier League goals Bobby Reid has scored for Fulham this season, and add this number to the year Neeskens Cabano signed for the club. What have you got? So it is 47 minus 3 divided by 2 plus 2016. So the correct answer is 2038. Who got a point?
Yeah.
I got a point, but I got the wrong numbers.
Well, as long as you arrived at 2038, then a point's a point, mate. So
how did
well
you get
done.
how did you get 2038? Did you get the
The
year?
wrong
Yeah, I
numbers,
got-
yeah.
I got 47 minus 5,
Right.
which is 42 divided by 2 is 21, plus 2017, 2038.
It's like a really bad episode of
That's
Countdown.
jammy.
Fine.
God.
No worries. Right, Baldo, you got a point, right?
I did.
Right, and then question 15. Joachim Anderson is currently on loan from Lyon, and Ola Aina is currently on loan from Torino. But according to WhoScored.com, who made more league starts for their parent club last season, Anderson or Aina? Ben?
I've gone for Aina.
Okay. Morgs?
Hyena.
Will?
I've gone for Anderson.
And Baldo?
I've gone for Aina.
Okay. Who went for Anderson?
Me.
No, you're wrong, mate. It was Aina. Aina played 20 times and Anderson played 17 times. Right, the scores on the doors at the end of round 3 are Morgs is still in the lead with 10 points. Baldo is up to second with 7 points. And then bringing up the rear are jointly third, Will and Ben, who both have 6 points. So we're moving on to round 4. And round 4 is managers and chairmen. Okay, so question number 16. Former Fulham chairman Tommy Trinder is famed for wearing which item of clothing, an item which is immortalised in a famous Fulham song? Former Fulham chairman Tommy Trinder is famed for wearing which item of clothing, an item which is immortalised in a famous Fulham song? Okay, moving on to question number 17. You can have a point for every Fulham manager that's gone on to manage the England national team. Point for every Fulham manager that has gone on to manage the England national team.
That's after they've been with us.
Whatever. It's the same. Okay. Question 18. My name is Christopher. I was born in Basingstoke in 1971. I captained Manchester City and went on to manage Fulham. Who am I? My name is Christopher. I was born in Basingstoke in 1971. I captained Manchester City and went on to manage Fulham. Who am I? Okay, question number 19. Who said this and to what were they referring? If some stupid fans don't understand and appreciate such a gift, they can go to hell. Who said this and to what were they referring? If some stupid fans don't understand and appreciate such a gift, they can go to hell. Okay. And question 20. In the last 20 years, we've had 6 non-British managers. A point for each one you can name. In the last 20 years, we've had 6 non-British managers. A point for each one you can name. Right, it's answers time. So, question number 16. Former Fulham chairman Tommy Trinder is famed for wearing which item of clothing? I've just realised this could bring up some bizarre answers given who's on the show tonight, but I'm going to go with it anyway. An item which is immortalised in a famous Fulham song. Ben, what have you gone for?
I've gone for shit flickers.
Don't even know what that means, and I don't want to know. Will, what have you gone for?
I went for a top hat, but I've never even heard of him. So,
Oh, stop
yeah.
it.
Sorry,
Stop
guys.
it. Good grief.
Sorry.
That being said, you're not a million miles away. Baldo?
Tommy Trinder used to hide behind his trilby.
And soon he will be the proudest in the land. Correct, mate. Well done. 1 point. That is from Viva El Fulham. And Morgs?
I went for Trilby as well.
Good man. Come on, lads. You need to get on Spotify. Viva El Fulham. Learn
Is that
the
on
words.
Spotify?
I don't know, probably.
I have it as my
It
alarm
is.
clock.
It is actually.
You have it as your alarm clock. I can't think of anything more fucking horrific.
Yeah, those trumpets. It's a wonderful wake up.
Oh dear. All right,
Who sings
question
that?
17. I think it's Oasis, but I can't remember. Don't know. Colin and the Cottages, maybe. That sounds right. No, I think it might be. I genuinely think it might be Colin.
It's the 75 FA Cup team, isn't it?
Yeah. But there was a band behind it. It was like, back in the days when you made FA Cup songs.
Yeah.
Status Quo and stuff like that.
Right. Question 17. You can have a point for every Fulham manager that has gone on to manage the England national team. So I'm just going to read these out. Tell me how many points you've got. So in reverse order, Roy Hodgson, Kevin Keegan, Bobby Robson.
I forgot about Roy.
It's just the three.
No! Morgs, what did you get? How many did you get?
I got two. I got Keegan and Robson.
Will?
I got one. I got Hodgson.
Ben?
I got two. Keegan, Hodgson.
And Baldo?
Full house, Hodgson, Keegan, Robson.
I thought you'd get a full house. Well done, mate. Well played. All right. My name is Christopher. I was born in Basingstoke in 71. I captained Man City and went on to manage Fulham. Who am I, Ben?
I've gone for Reeves, but I've absolutely no idea.
Okay, Christopher Reeves. Yep, famous Fulham manager.
Yeah.
He was a
riding
Superman.
horses, but really good at.
Was he Superman? Oh, I knew the name from somewhere and I just guessed it.
fell off board.
Christ. Will, what did you go for?
I said Chris Coleman.
Morgs?
I went Kit Simons.
And Baldo?
I went for Coleman.
It's Kit Simons.
Name's Christopher.
Yeah. Christopher Simons. Christopher Simons. And the accent for Chris Coleman's a bit of a giveaway as well. Hello, I'm from Basingstoke.
They call it Basingstoke, where I come from.
I thought he just moved there when he was a kid. That's why.
I was born in. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Right.
The fact
anyway,
that Kit Simons sounds like he is from Basingstoke as well. He's that most bland of accents.
Yeah, he very much does. Yeah, he does. Good evening to everybody from Basingstoke. Right, question number 19. Who said this and to what were they referring? If some stupid fans don't understand and appreciate such a gift, they can go to hell. Baldo.
It was Al Fayed and the Jackson statue.
Correct. Will.
I said Al Fayed, but I didn't know why.
Okay, you can have a point. Ben.
Al Fayed and that lovely statue.
And Morgs.
It's got to be Al Fayed and the statue.
Well done. Points all round. Well done. Okay, in the last 20 years, we've had 6 non-British managers, a point for each one you can name. I'm going to read these ones out. Tell me how many points you've got. So I think I've written these in order. So the first was Jean Tigana, who's French. Then we've got Martin Jol, who's Dutch. Rennie Moulenstein, who's Dutch. Felix Magath, who's German. Slavica Jokanovic, who's Serbian. And Claudio Ranieri, who's Italian. So what did we get? Baldo.
6. I got them all right, so I assume that's 6.
Yep. 6 points. Well done, mate. I thought you would. Ben?
3. I got 3.
Who did you get?
I put Slav Sanchez, Tigana, and Magath. I was guessing
Sanchez.
Sanchez. Irish. But he's Northern Irish.
Northern Irish, yeah.
He's Spanish, isn't he?
More Mexican than anything else. But anyway, all right. Will, what did you get?
I got 3. I got Slav, Ranieri, and Tigana.
Fair play. And I mean, I don't blame anyone for forgetting Felix Magath. We all try to. And Morgs, what did you get?
Well, I did get 7 because I included Riedel in there as caretaker, but I
Riedler?
6.
That was 1999 though, wasn't it? I suppose no, it was 2000. Was it?
Yeah.
No,
but he was caretaker, so I forgot it was that long ago. But I got 6.
Yeah, 6. Well done, mate. Well done. All right. Right, at the end of that round then, I've got Morgan on 21 points. He's roared out into the lead. Baldo is in second place with 18 points. Ben is in third place with 12 points. And Will is one behind in last place with 11 points. And we're going into the final round now. All right. And this one is called a mixed bag. Okay. So, question number 21. Which former Fulham striker's autobiography is titled It's Only Banter? Which former Fulham striker's autobiography is titled It's Only Banter? I read it a few years ago. Can thoroughly recommend it. It's great. Okay. Question number 22. When the Fulham team return for the second half at Craven Cottage, a famous song is played which contains the lyric, London is drowning and I live by the river. What is the name of the song and who is the artist? Point for each. When the Fulham team return for the second half at Craven Cottage, a famous song is played which contains the lyric, London is drowning and I live by the river. What is the name of the song and who's the artist? Proper quiz question, that one, I think. Question number 23. Which ex-Fulham captain is married to a former Hollyoaks pin-up? It's the sort of question you get in Heat magazine, isn't it? Which ex-Fulham captain is married to a former Hollyoaks pin-up? Okie dokie. Question number 24. Fulham have played at Wembley 4 times in our history. What's the aggregate score from those games? Fulham have played at Wembley 4 times in our history. What is the aggregate score from those games?
I'm assuming you mean including extra time.
Yes. Okay. And then the last question. Question number 25. Solve this Fulham anagram. Orangeade vest. So ORANGEADEVEST. And your clue is SW6 6HH. Solve this Fulham anagram. Orangeade vest. ORANGEADEVEST. Right, let's do some answers then. So, question number 21. Which former Fulham striker's autobiography is titled It's Only Banter? Will?
I put Sahar.
Ben?
I've gone for Zamora.
Baldo?
Is it Leroy Rossinia?
And Morgs?
He's not a striker, but I went Jimmy Bullard.
Baldo, well done, mate. It is Leroy Rossinia. Covers a lot of the abuse that he used to receive as a player in the 80s. Really good. Recommend it to anybody.
That's the connection.
Okay.
Yeah, great book. Really good. Really interesting and pretty harrowing, actually. But anyway, let's keep it light. So question number 22. When the Fulham team return for the second half at Craven Cottage, a famous song is played which contains the lyric, London is drowning, I live by the river. Morgan, who sings it and what's it called?
It's the Clash sing it, and it's London Calling.
Lovely stuff. Well done, mate. Will?
I got London is Calling, but I didn't get the...
By some old age band that I've never heard of and never will hear of.
They're great.
Because I like pop music.
Need to get into a bit of punk, mate. Yeah, so that's a point for you anyway. You can have a point for London Calling. Ben?
Well, if I didn't get this right, my dad would actually kick me out my own house. I say my own house, his house, but he'd kick me out regardless. I've gone for the Clash London Calling, obviously.
Well done, mate. And Baldo? Little clue, Clash. It's not Little Mix.
Oh, how I wish it was. Clash London Calling.
Well done.
But he'll still pleasure himself to it.
Oh, either way, yes, absolutely.
Flipping heck. Right, okay, question number...
coming out for the second half. I've got to went out in happy end toilet.
What, in those urinals? Ugh,
yeah.
Grim.
Bloody hell. Good grief. Question 23. Which ex-Fulham captain is married to a former Hollyoaks pin-up? Ben.
I couldn't think of any former captains from years ago apart from Danny Murphy.
Okay. Morgs?
I went Danny Murphy as well.
Will?
Yeah, I said Danny Murphy. I could hardly think of anyone.
And Baldo?
Murphy was my first guess, but I've gone for Chris Coleman.
It is Danny Murphy. He's married to Joanna Taylor.
Who?
Yeah, no idea who that is.
I mean, Googler. That's all I'll say. Question 24. Fulham have played at Wembley 4 times in our history. What is the aggregate score from those games? Baldo?
We are losing 6-4.
Ben?
I've got losing 6-4.
Morgs?
I've got losing 6-5.
And Will?
I went losing 6-5.
So West Ham 2, Fulham 0 back in 1975. Fulham 1, Aston Villa 0 in 2018. Spurs 3, Fulham 1 in 2018. And then Brentford 1, Fulham 2 in 2020. So 6-4. So points to Ben and Baldo. And
I knew all those scores. I don't know how I managed to get the maths wrong. I'm trying to teach a 3-year-old maths at the moment. I mean, I probably should just give up now.
Yeah, she's got no chance, mate. Right, and the last question. Solve this Fulham anagram, orange aid vest. Did anybody other than Baldo get this?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I've had too many beers to think about this.
Go on then, Baldo, seeing if you shouted out that you knew it first.
Stevenage Road, isn't it?
It is Stevenage Road.
Yeah.
Morgs, Stevenage Road? Yeah,
Stevenage
well
Road.
done. Right.
I was looking for the word street. And I realised there's only one T, and that's when I gave up.
Yeah, I was looking.
As a northerner looking for teas.
Yorkshire
Too
tea.
many teas.
Yorkshire tea, the only tea in the world. No others are acceptable.
Right then, that's the end. So the scores on the doors, the final scores on the doors are in last place. We've got Will Oakley, who is on 13 points. In third place, we've got Ben Robinson, who is on 16 points. In second place is Matthew Baldwin on 23 points. And in first place, very well done, mate, with 25 points is Morgan Cowson. Well done, mate. Well played.
Experience
Fulham focus
definitely
lot.
helped there, I feel.
Exactly. Age, experience, general
Alcohol.
intelligence.
To be honest,
Alcohol.
I'm fine with Morgan winning. I'm just more fascinated with the battle down the bottom. Ben beating his nemesis.
Oof.
That's all that mattered
But
to me. I mean,
It went,
I
you
came
know,
with
the
one goal in
the
mind.
scores went up in age range. So,
Yeah, well.
yeah,
So
youth
I
doesn't
came with one
prosper.
goal in mind, and I succeeded. So I'm going to go home and treat myself with a beer.
What you mean downstairs?
I'll go downstairs, open the fridge, and drink first thing I see.
You're going to put some pants on and you're going to go downstairs and treat yourself to a beer.
I'm not going to put my pants on. I'll walk around naked.
Yeah.
I
This
am
is
the alpha
North.
male.
Right. I think we should probably leave it there then. There's no Fulham game this week, as you all know, so our next show will be the Everton preview, hosted by yours truly, with the one and only Danny, and then Dangerous Don Love will join us as well. That'll be out next Thursday. Take care, stay safe, and speak to you soon. Cheers.
Fulham.